for the last 40 years, as China joined the WTO and as China opened up these export zones, and as the Chinese Communist Party worked hand in fist with Western capital to repress unionization and to keep wages low, all those bargains and deals with the devil that the communists made with the capitalists, all those things that happened occurred simultaneously with China borrowing money. And that borrowing was fed into its real estate sector. And quite famously, Countryside and all these other companies that have gone bankrupt the last 3 years, they have destabilized a debt pyramid in China. And China has said, not only are we cannot rely on the urbanization growth scheme anymore to like power the Chinese economy. That's happening, not just with the demographic decline. That's happening with the country that's at 150% debt to GDP. They cannot borrow their way out of it. And the solution that Xi has come up with, and the reason why he's purged everyone in order to say, no, this is it. We have to do this one thing or we're fucked, because they have memories of 89 and they have memories of earlier Civil War. The reason why they're doing all this is because they're saying we're going to grow our way out with technology. That has happened simultaneous with the United States saying, don't give those guys any more GPU chips. So now China's saying, dude, we're going to grow our own chips. And they're saying, we're going to put all these electric vehicles out on the world market. We're going to send them to Europe, and we're going to sell all these new green product technologies. We're going to flood the world with solar panels because we have to export out as the new high-tech engine of the world. And they're trying to accomplish this as a complete retooling of the entire growth engine of post Xi Jinping 78 Chinese factory-based economy. They're attempting to do this now. And Xi's message is, just be patient, because this has to work. Woo! And in his Marxist language, he says, we're changing the productive base of the state in order to retool ourselves for the next 100 years and to arrive on the global stage as like the economic power of the world. That is what's happening simultaneous with everything we've been talking about today. And remember that US-China, that coupling was the biggest part of world economic growth for the last 40 years. So when you say that the gas is high, and when you say that the standard of living is all fucked up, and when you say that no one can afford a house, and when you say the inflation crisis is fucked, and when you say that capital is more expensive, and when you say that there's too many people in the wrong places, that's happening as the world shifts from a neoliberal global economic regime to a multipolar economic regime in which the outcome is not inevitable by any means. And the outcome is something that will have enormous ramifications for not only this election, but for the next 10 elections